morning, everyone. Loads of things have happened from the last video. We are about to cross the border to Albania. We didn't quite plan to come here at this point, but we kind of have to leave. But I tell you more about it later. We only planned to travel Italy for a few days and head to Greece, but we just loved it too much and we ended up staying a month.
Hello.
We just crossed the border. Liam is sorting out the insurance of the van. It's going to be 140 euros for 30 days. I'd like to talk a little bit about why we are in Albania. We didn't quite plan to be here. Our idea was to spend the winter in Greece. But Liam and I are a bit disorganized and kind of forgot. We didn't forget, but we kind of decided not to think about the small fact that he cannot stay more than 90 days in a period of 180 days to spend in any country of the Schengen area. So thank you, Brexit or Brexit. We can actually go to an EU country as long as they are not within the Schengen area. We started this trip less than 2 months ago, but the reason why we needed to leave the Schengen area actually like ASAP is because we want to spend Christmas with my family. If we leave now, we are going to allow to have enough days to go to Spain. And Albania was the closest destination that we had next to Italy. We are driving towards our first stop. First impressions, it looks super quiet here. There are not many cars in the road, which I really appreciated because I was a little bit scared about driving in Albania. We really intended to travel Greece. We actually booked the flights to go to Spain from Athens. So we're gonna stay in Albania for a month, a little bit less, and then drive to Athens. Everything seems so shut down. But the first thing that we need to do is buy a Vodafone SIM card because we have no internet at all. We came to a Vodafone shop to buy a SIM card and everything is closed here. We're not sure if it's because it's off season or because of the time of the day. I'm not really quite sure what to expect in Albania, but something that we know for sure is that it's gonna get cold. But cold to the point of having 1 degree in the night. It's gonna be quite interesting to live in a van in the winter with no heating at all. So I guess you have to subscribe to find out how we'll manage to do it. We didn't manage to find a Vodafone store, but we decided to just park the car and just go for a walk and have a look. We are in the center of Sarande. I have to say that this town seems a lot bigger than what I thought. That was gonna be such a tiny little town, holiday town. We found a Vodafone shop and now we just need to exchange money. I think it's probably better to pay in the currency than paying in euros. Look at this hotel. They have a little rooftop area. The bad weather has arrived here. It's raining already and it's quite grey, but at least this is what I was telling Liam this morning. At least it's not this dark, dull grey that you get in the UK. At least it's more like a white grey. What do you think? You agree? We came back to the van and we had a couple of local beers. They were a bit weak and the flavor was a bit like watery. So we are gonna have to try a new brand, different brand, because this one didn't do for us. We found a really nice looking restaurant on the way, so I think we are gonna treat ourselves today and just go to the restaurant.
Oh, just half?
I said one.
I thought you meant one half.
The restaurant is just a few minutes away from where we are parked. We are just next to the road. I feel a bit unsure about leaving the van here and a bit unsafe. I don't know why I always feel like this when we come to a new place. In the following days, we are going to step up our security system. I think it's going to help the situations where we just want to park the van and go out for a bit. So let's go to have lunch and dinner. Something that we haven't talked about before is that before we leave the van, we turn on the Wi-Fi if it's not, and the cameras if we have enough energy and data. So we have all the settings here, like to the camera, like all the connections, so we just need to press the switch and so our cameras will be working. We also have some sensors, but we are going to improve all of that. But yes, we make sure that all the sensors are on.
I bet you're going to seafood.
You bet well. Cheers.
Salute.
He thinks he's Italian now. Yeah, we just got our food. Wow. Local burger. No, you have to try.
Makes you feel a bit sick.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
And you? I've been waiting for an opportunity for ages.
You're back. We've been looking for a place to park for half an hour, but there are not many options available, to be honest. Seems like most of the areas where we are actually inaccessible. There are not even roads, and so yeah, today we found a place. Whoa. Today we found a place 6 minutes away from the center, and I think tomorrow we are going to take some time to explore the area and find a place where we want to settle for a bit. We have 2 campers here.
British. Yeah.
This is the first British camper that we found so far.
That feels quite exciting, right?
Yeah.
We need to make sure we see them.
We meet them. Every time that we arrive to our park night and we see other campers, we say like, okay, next morning we go and we say hi. But the worst part is that by the time that we get up, all the campers are gone. So we cannot socialize that much. Although we've been socializing quite a bit in the last few weeks, especially Liam. I'll tell you a little bit more about it tomorrow, probably. It's quite late today. But yeah, I also want to share with you my experience in the last few weeks. It has been rather overwhelming. I was actually, last week at this time, was in the UK. I have to go back for a week to sort out those kind of things, loads of things. But I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. And yeah, everything is thanks to Brexit. So if you're watching me from the UK, you might be interested to know about it.
Can't really see much.
But I'm super excited about this month that we are gonna spend in Albania. It's not a destination where that I wanted to come, at least at this point, because it's gonna get super cold and rainy, so that is going to be interesting. And I'm not sure in which mood Liam is gonna be when we have those weather. He struggles a bit, and he's the one who is from the UK. Anyway, but I'm quite excited about settling for a bit, getting to know one area good, going to the gym regularly. So that is something that I'm quite excited. And I don't know, I hope it's also going to feel quite Christmassy. After being in the UK for a week, London is all Christmas already. Everything is completely decorated. But I kind of felt like the Christmas vibes, and I love Christmas. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward settling for a bit and feeling a little bit, yeah, the vibe. One of the challenges with van life is the amount of mosquitoes and flies that you're gonna come across with. Your body is gonna be full of bites all the time. Starting to just get used to and just let them bite me, but yeah, it still hurts. You always have to choose between, what do I prefer? Being outside, enjoy the moment and getting bitten by thousands of mosquitoes, or actually just save myself some pain and stay inside. I don't know. I'm gonna show you our views for the night. This is in one side. We have this castle in the other. I think this is the best part. I think I'm gonna go to sleep and try to get up early. Lots to do tomorrow. We need to find a nice spot and also a gym. We woke up to a really rainy day. It has been raining the whole night, non-stop. It's not cold at all here. It's a perfect temperature. So the insulation is doing his job. Thanks, Leah. Oof. It's raining a lot now. We just left Sarande and we are driving now towards Vlorë, which is a city 2 hours away from here. In the map, the distance seems really short, but you have to wind around the hill, so it actually takes a lot longer. That has been a bit confusing for us because we kept saying, oh, yeah, this place looks good and it's just a little bit farther away, but it actually takes a lot of time to get around Albania.
Shall we?
We just have to stop here because the views are just incredible. Let me show you. There is so much rubbish here though, but it's okay. Look at this. There's it. Ready? So calm, the sea. I think we're gonna stop now to have breakfast and then I show you how Vlorë is. I've been looking at my phone for a while and now I feel really sick. The roads are so windy. Yeah, all the lights are gone.
Good luck again.
It seems rather stressful to drive here. People just stop anywhere. And it's so crowded. Look at the sky, it's so blue. We arrived to our park cafe. Whoa! Shh, relax, it's okay, it's okay. All of that over there is water. It's a shame because it looked like a nice place. I don't think we can park here, to be honest. Of course you did. Why did you go over there?
Oh, I wanted to see where that it's a German camper. Just wanted to see where they were from.
It's about this part of the city. Seems a bit chaotic. Good morning. Yesterday night we ended up finding a nice spot to park the van. It was quite hard to find something. There were not many options in park for night, so we ended up just exploring the area a little bit, just driving through the coast, and we ended up finding a great space, to be honest. It's a bit dirty in some areas, but if you can ignore that and just enjoy the view and enjoy the sea, I think that's what matters. It's not too bad. Yeah, yesterday was quite stressful driving around Vlorë, especially at that time. There was so much traffic. The electricity just cut off in all the buildings, so it was super dark. It was just so weird. But today is so lovely. It's so sunny here, and let me just show you where we are. We ended up parking the van, you see, here. So this is the area where we are. And we are parked just by the sea. Let me get comfortable because I want to tell you why I went to London and why it ended up being a nightmare experience. Last week was a bit of a nightmare for me. I have to go back to the UK. It was only a day trip. Fly in the morning and head back to Italy in the evening. But things didn't go as planned and I ended up staying for a week there while Liam was in Italy. Now, this is something that most people might find a bit crazy, but the reason why I have to go back to the UK is because I wanted to pick up a bunch of stuff that we bought for the van. We've been living here for over a month and we wanted to make some improvements. Now, here's the question, why didn't you just ship them? The thing is, when you are living a van comes with challenges, and one of those challenges is that you are not going to have a fixed address. You can send it to post office, but you cannot always predict where you are going to be. But the main reason why we didn't do it really is because since Brexit, the custom tax to send things from the UK to the EU is just ridiculous. It's just way too expensive. We had £900 worth of bits and pieces and it will have been a lot. So we just said, well, it's actually a lot cheaper to just fly in, pick up the things and get back. It's super hot here right now, so I cannot even hear myself because of the sound of the waves, so let me just move. So I went to the UK to pick up a parcel that Liam's mom had prepared for us. So she sent it from her house to a post office just so I could fly in and out. What I thought would be a straightforward process turned into a nightmare. So everything delivered the parcel and I couldn't even locate it. So there I was in London, stressed out, not knowing if our 900 worth of goods would actually turn up. So luckily our flat in London was free, so I ended up going back to the flat. Okay, but here's a great coincidence. Since my flat was empty, my sister was actually planning to come to London from Spain, and she was planning to come that exact weekend. So it turned out to be actually a really lovely surprise to be in London at the same time as her. And she even got us ticket to watch Chelsea versus City through a friend, and it was so much fun. And London looks super cute with all the Christmas decoration. Thankfully, the parcel did eventually turn up, although it was missing quite a few things. It looked like someone had ripped open the box. But to be honest, we are happy that most of our stuff arrived, because we thought that we were gonna lose everything. So we got lots of improvements and additions planned for the band. I'm super excited about them. I've been waiting for it for like almost since we moved in. And one of the major upgrades that we are gonna do is our security system. We're taking it into a level I haven't seen before online, honestly. I'm so excited about that, and yeah. So stay tuned. We'll share all the details soon. Oh, and while I was in London, Liam made some wonderful German friends who I had the pleasure of meeting when I came back. And yeah, it really makes a difference when you get to share moments with others. I'm looking forward to meeting more people on the road. We haven't met many, but we are off season, and I don't know, every time that we arrive to one place, we get out a bit late, so by the time that we got out, the people are gone. But yeah, well, that's it for today. If you made it this far, thank you so much for staying and for your support. And if you can, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. See you next week with more content about van life in Albania.